Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, then thank you so much for coming back. Grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks. It is an autumn video. It is autumn. Me and Millie have been like binge watching Gilmore Girls. I've watched it since being a kid. That was just always on in the background. However, it was like you got to watch the one episode now and again. Me and Millie now binge watch it every sort of year. Actually, in actual fact, it's very much up there with Friends and stuff like that. It's just on in the background all the time. However, when it gets to autumn, we like do a restart of it because I just feel like the Dean era is when it's most autumn and we love it. So get yourself a nice cup of tea and some snacks. You're probably thinking, what are you even talking about? I'm on a ramble because I'm so excited. So I collect bits for autumn to put away to add to my collection, and I do an autumn haul. And every time at the end of my autumn haul, I think, you're never going to be able to do another one of these again in your life because what will there be to buy? And then the shops bring out something new and I'm like, oh, I love that. And I'm addicted to it. So I've picked a few little beauties and I want to share with you them today. So anyway, grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks. I've actually got a water, because it is rather warm today, even if I don't want to admit it, in the most beautiful little hand-painted mug. This is from a company called Paint and Glaze. They're on Instagram, definitely give them a follow. So I'll get into a few bits and I'll show you all bits. I've got a couple bits more from their company, which I'll show you in a minute. But let's get in. So I went to the range, obviously TKmaxx / Home Sense. It's the same stuff. I didn't realise it was the home place until a few years back. Home Sense. I got the range. I think I've said the range. Home Sense, TKmaxx, and Next, and Asda. I think that's the places, and obviously Paint and Glaze. Yes, and I've got a couple of things off Amazon as well, only a couple of things. So I want to get into that. I'm going to start off with, should we start off with, I'm just very excited, should we start off with the range? Because actually I've got a couple of bits from the range and they were absolutely stunning. So I got this sign. Now, I've got a lot of like home decor, like pumpkins, etc. I didn't really need much more, and I kind of just like to replenish things like crackers and candles, etc. But actually I bought a few bits of decor this year again and they're just beautiful. When I found this, I thought I cannot not get it. And so I got this sign. Now this just takes, honestly, this could be a sign in Gilmore Girls itself. It's absolutely beautiful. This was $12.99 from the range. I thought this was beautiful. If I can link any of this below, I will link it in the description box, guys. But honestly, it's just absolutely stunning. It doesn't look like it's $12.99. I did actually have my eyes on one like this a few years ago back from Etsy, or an Etsy handmade one. But do you know what? That was about 50 quid, and this is $12.99, and it's beautiful. And I thought, do you know what? It might even look quite nice up on the mantle, or I'm thinking maybe on my back wall where I've got the ledge. But last year I did do a display out the front of my house. I put 2 like hay bales, and I also put like this little crate that I got, like a little wooden crate, stacked pumpkins all up on it, and then like put brooms outside, cobwebs. So I'm thinking I might put this out the front as well. Obviously I'll take it in of an evening before it rains, but like do a little display. I think that would look really nice. So I got that from the range. I also got from the range this. Now, I know everyone loves a Stanley, and I know some people do boo baskets. I've always done Halloween hampers, but I've called them Halloween hampers. I know there's a thing now that's boo baskets and it's got a little bit crazy. But my mum always done Halloween for us as kids, and Easter, and obviously Christmas. So I've grown up with this. It's very American. So I think now obviously it's been brought over here, everyone's done it, and they're called boo baskets, but I've always known them as Halloween hampers. So I know lots of you do. Sorry, there was a little bit when I put my ring light up, there was a little spider on it. I didn't realise I've actually just had the little spider. You know when they start going down the web like a tiny one, it can sense it's meant to be a spooky day. But since people have obviously done boo baskets and stuff like that now, they like to pop in little things like this, and everyone loves a Stanley cup. When I saw this in the range, I thought this was really gorgeous. So these cups, they keep everything hot or they keep everything cold. They've got like this sort of stainless steel insulated in there. You can have your tea or your coffee. What I love as well is obviously you can have a straw in there if you want to, but you don't have to either. Just take it off and sip it like a coffee mug. But this does come with a straw. And I actually thought I might pop this into Millie's little hamper because she loves going for little walks. Her and her friends love going for little walks, or they go for like little picnics, etc. They're at that age where they'll congregate together, and I just thought, get her this one. It's got little pumpkins on it, and I might pop that in there. This was $5.99, and I thought it was really good. It holds 620 mils, and it's suitable for hot and cold drinks, and it's got a twin wall vacuum. And I just thought, and it's got like, I don't know if you can see, it's got this beautiful like little spotty print on it as well. It's just really, really nice. And I just thought from the range, like 2 of these things, they look really expensive, both for under 20 quid. Like that's really, really nice. That's really lovely. Also, while I was in the range, I picked up some more napkins. I love having the napkins out because we obviously have like a nice bit of dinner. We also do like a spooky on Halloween. So I'll cook like chili dogs for the kids. We'll go trick-or-treating, but then we come back here and then we'll do like a little party here. So I set it up. So like, it's quite nice to have like sort of like either spooky or more pumpkin. So these will probably be when I do like a nice autumn dinner. We'll have like a nice roast. And then I've got some spooky ones left over from last year that I'll put out. But the reason I want to share these as well, these are really good if you do autumn crafts, if you're going to do decoupaging, and these are really lovely. They've got some really lovely like pumpkin patterns on them, really nice. And these were £1, 16 pack, really, really good those. What else did I get from the range? Oh, I got this. This is going to be one of my favourite things this autumn. I've been so tempted twice to crack this out and just start doing it. And so I have got an autumn colouring book that I've had for a few years now, and I love colouring in. I only get it at autumn time and colour it in. And it's just really nice. It's a grown-up one. However, when I saw this, I thought, I can't not get it because I know Millie will love it too. Obviously, the boys are all welcome to colour in here, but they're more into Marvel and stuff like that. They don't get the spooky vibes that me and Millie are going for. But they had the Disney Hocus Pocus colouring book, and honestly, some of these pictures are just like, they're just incredible. Max, Alison, Billy. Oh look. Oh, I just love it. Got Sarah on the broom, Winnie, Mary. Oh, I just love it. Really nice pictures in there. And I got this. I can't remember how much this was. I think this was a £5, but they are retailing for £10.99. I didn't pay that for it. I know it was £5 or under. I don't know what I've done with my receipt. I'm sure it must be in one of my handbags somewhere. But I got this little set and it's just really nice. And I thought, yet again, obviously, people, you don't have to do Halloween hampers, boo baskets, no way. But what I am seeing a lot on Instagram is people getting Ugg boots and GHD hair straighteners and beautiful makeup out of like, you know, Sephora. And realistically, one, you don't have to do it. Two, you could do it thrifted. You don't have to even do it new if you do want to do it. Second, it could just be handmade sweet treats that you make if you did want to do it and you want to do it on a budget. Or if you're not into making stuff and you don't want to craft and you just want to make something little that they can use over Halloween, £5, under a tenner, you could pop them in there. So they've got something to have their hot chocolates out of. Put that in there. You could even put like a little hot chocolate sachet in there if you wanted to. And maybe a little pair of snappy pajamas. They have some really nice pajamas in Asda. They're normally under a tenner and they've got autumn prints and stuff on them if you want to, but by no means do you have to. I actually said to the boys this year, so I've got Millie and Albert new PJs. Millie's had like a right growth spurt. Albert's ones don't fit him because obviously he's had a growth spurt, but the boys are at that age where they're kind of still the same size, and I always get them slightly bigger so they'll fit them through the year, because I'm not one of them people that's like they can't wear that all through the year just because it's got pumpkins on it. I think if you're going to spend your money on something, make it useful, you know. And I'll just buy them one less pair of plain ones through the year, and they'll have some pumpkin ones so they've got new ones to open autumn. Obviously I'm not then in my mind buying more. If I bought them 6 pairs of pajamas throughout the whole year, I just make sure one of them's Easter, one of them's a Halloween, and one of them's, you know, Christmas. And then they've got 3 normal plain pairs, because realistically I know some people are like, oh, but they don't need that. No, they don't. If you're getting normal stuff and then getting this on top, then it does make it more ridiculous. And I like to keep it just as a little treat, as something, but then also as well, it's not coming into more than we would do. But I did say to the boys this year, they've still got their pumpkin ones from last year and they have been wearing them. Alchie actually had his ones on this morning when he came down for breakfast. And I just said to the boys, like, do you want new autumn PJs? They fit you lovely. And they was like, no thanks, Mum, we don't need new ones. So I do feel terrible, but what I'll do is I'll put something extra in there, just something little, just so you know they've got all the same. But I did get some PJs for Albert this year. So I've got these ones from Asda, so I thought I'd share these as well. I'm gonna go on to one other thing I got from the range. I got in these ones. These ones I think only got up to 9 years as well, so they didn't have the boys' sizes, and that's what's hard now as well. They've only got like the teenage boys ones, and there isn't a lot of Halloween PJs, and they are, they're like very graphic, very gory. And I'm not into that. I'm into the more sort of like more chilled vibes. And so I've got these ones for Albert, with the little snuggy bottoms, and they start from £7 and they go up to £9. And I just think they're really, really nice with a little pumpkin on them, and they're just really cute. So I've got them for Albert. And then what I did get Millie is on the Primark website. Obviously, as I say, I know Gilmore Girls is very big now, but it is something we've always watched. Like, you guys will know how much I loved Autumn when I very first started YouTube, and some people are a little bit taken back by that. I know that other people have been like that as well forever, but obviously it has grown in trend over the last few years. But me and Millie do love Gilmore Girls, and they have now brought out Gilmore Girl pajamas in Primark. I need to go and collect them. They're click and collect. And they've got like a pair in there that's pink that has all like Luke signs over it, autumn leaves, pumpkin, and like, you know, Stars Hollow sign, which is really cute. And they also have like a t-shirt set. So it's like a plain white t-shirt, and it's also, I'll link them, the click and collect there below. And it has a t-shirt with like the Gilmore Girls written on it, but then it has all the patterns just on the trousers, which are really nice. I think just the t-shirt ones are £10. And I think the other ones, you know, like they're like a proper jersey PJs, like the ones with the collars and stuff like that, I think they're 25. So they're nice, they're not needed. Millie went, are you gonna get yourself a pair of their new PJs that have gone viral that everyone's got? And I thought, I definitely don't need a new pair of PJs, because my PJs just fit. But I thought for their PJs, so I've got Millie a pair of the Gilmore Girl ones, and I've got Albert these ones. And what I'll do is I'll put a few extra chocolates in the boys' ones for them. So what else is from the range? Oh yeah, I got, no, they're B&M. What else is from the range here? Last thing from the range, and we're going to another place. I got these as well. So as I do for my North Pole breakfast at Christmas, we have like a tablecloth that they can colour in, so it keeps them at the table longer, keeps them more entertained. And you know what, it's just fun for us to do while we're doing pancakes and stuff like that, or, you know, it's just really nice to have like a little Halloween breakfast. I'll give them their hampers then with their little bits and bobs in it, and it's just nice. And then they've got these little bits as well for while we go pumpkin picking. They've got to put them on Halloween night. It's just really nice. So I've got these ones. These are only £1 and you get a pack of 6. And they actually do come with little colouring pencils. Little idea though is, if you do have a printer, you can print these out, these little patterns. And obviously for colouring pens at home. But obviously I don't have a printer. And they're only £1 and for 6 of them, so they're really good. So I've got them from the range. Oh, these as well. And then we do a lot of baking over sort of autumn time as well. So I got these as well. I think these were £2. The sticker out on them, but they're little cupcake cases with all the pumpkins on, and then they've got like the little maple leaves on top, the acorn leaves here, like the oak leaves, and then some pumpkins, the little sticker, like the sticks that you can put in them as well, which is really nice. These are quite nice as well if you are doing a sort of autumn meal and you're having, like, you know, say for instance, if you've done like little sausages and stuffings and whatever, you can just pop them on the top, just in the middle, and just one of them, just to add a little bit of an autumn theme. But these are beef rye cupcakes that we make. Millie loves baking, so they're really good as well. And then this is definitely the last thing. Yes. So I've got silicone moulds that I use to make obviously the kids' chocolate stuff, or like they're like hot choc spoons. I will just say I have actually ordered from Chunky Dunks. She's open again now, so Tiff. She's got the Chunky Dunk chocolate pumpkins stirrers, you know, the hot chocolate ones that I used to get years ago, but then obviously she shut down her Instagram page, went back to makeup. But she has opened, she's doing it from home now. She's doing a few little bits. So there is enough orders for people on there. Have a little look on her page, because she does give you like little times when you go on there, but they're little hot chocolate spoons. They come with like a little pumpkin marshmallow in them. And also as well, she normally has like the little pipette that has like the pumpkin spice syrup in it as well. And you just put them in like hot milk, and they make the best Belgian hot chocolate. And I get the kids one of those each, pop them in their hampers. And what we normally do is when we come back from pumpkin picking, I'll do them a really nice like hot chocolate. They get showered because they're normally really mucky. Get in their fresh PJs. With the boys, I will just wash theirs, make them all nice, give them a little iron, fold them up and put them in their hampers so they can come down as well and get in fresh PJs. Have their nice hot chocolate. And I've got like little pumpkin mugs and stuff that I've had over the years that I pop in there. I get out every year, and they can have their little hot chocolate in their little spooky mugs. Millie's got the cauldron. I think Archie's got the ghost, Alfie's got a pumpkin, and I think Albert's got a baby pumpkin that has a little lid. So yeah, they'll use them and it'll just be really nice. However, I'm going off on subject. I'm just very excited, guys, very excited. When I saw this little pumpkin mould, I thought this would be really good. But what I thought this would be good for is to make, so Millie really likes making lots of chocolates and treats and cakes, etc. I actually thought this would be good. So she wants to make some more Dubai chocolate. She made some Dubai chocolate and said it's really lovely. I'm not keen on Dubai chocolate. I'm not into that propaganda, unfortunately. I don't like it. However, when I saw this, I thought this would be really cute because she said I need a larger silicone mould to put it in. I thought over autumn she can make large pumpkin Dubai chocolate, so she can make some for her friends and wrap it and like gift it and stuff. So I got this large one, and I think this is £1.50 from the range, so I got that as well. Now let's go on to my favourite stuff is from TKmaxx. Shall I show you the TKmaxx stuff? Right, let's get in. So when I went to TKmaxx, obviously they have, and HomeSense, they have just the loveliest bits, don't they? And I swore I was never ever going to buy another pumpkin again. Like, never ever was I going to buy another pumpkin again. However, I saw this, and I know you guys, if you were on my page, you will go, Rosie, you needed that pumpkin. Please don't tell me I didn't. I love white pottery, and I also love it when it has like the little baubles on it. So I collect Emma Bridgewater. I do. I've still got some old calf kits and I used to collect as well. But I like white pottery because I get lots from charity shops, and I've got a set of like some bowls that I got from TKmaxx that have all the little bubbles on it, and I get them out and I mix and match. So like say for Easter, I'll get it all out and it'll be lovely, it's all white, and then I'll have like pastel gingham sort of tablecloth and it all goes nice. Or even at Christmas if I decide to get that stuff out. And it's really simple to sort of like use white pottery. This is, I don't mean, look at me trying to sell it to you. So when I saw this pumpkin and it had the white porcelain and it had the bubbles on it, how could I have not picked this up? Like realistically, it had to be done. And it was $6.99, which I don't think is that bad. I do remember a time though, years ago, when these used to be about $3.99 for this size, and then like the $8.99 would be the large ones. Obviously, as I say though, they always had a very small section in HomeSense, go back years and years ago, because my mum used to buy them. But like, I'm even talking about, I remember her going to the one at Romford, and well, we're talking years now. Been with Gary for over nearly 16, so maybe like 18 years ago. She'd be buying Halloween stuff from their old bird cages and put bats and stuff in it. She always went really out. And I don't think a lot of people are buying them, but they are nowadays. So yeah, $6.99, not too bad though. Really, really nice. Also in there, I got, now tell me this isn't the most cutest thing, they've got a few of these. This little pumpkin frame is adorable. It is adorable. Sorry, that light keeps coming in from the lantern. I'm trying not to catch the lighting. Oh, I'm healing you all. But it's really nice. $4.99. They did have a larger one, but what I thought would be really cute is I'm gonna go over the stem because it's a bit of a bright green with some rub and buff in like a little gold. I'm gonna keep it orange. I'm gonna put it in my lounge. What I'm gonna do is, we've got some really beautiful pictures over the years of us all pumpkin picking, and I've got a photo of like all of us on a hay bale, and like, the kids are on a hay bale, I'm holding Albert, and me and Gary are either side of it, and we're all in our sort of like pumpkin like picking outfits and stuff, and it's just, you know, we've got wellies on, it's just really nice, big coats. And grab that picture printed and put in here, and I'm going to put it out every autumn. I just think that's really nice. Just a nice idea for decor, even if it weren't in a pumpkin frame. I think that's quite nice to do, even at like Christmas and autumn time. Put out pictures of you at Christmas time, at Christmas, why not? And so I got that for $4.99. I thought that was quite nice, and it's really nice. It's got like a bit of an old-fashioned-y, like a vintage jack-o'-lantern sort of pattern to it. It looks like the huge pumpkin from Halloween Town. It's just really nice. So I got that. I also got some of these crackers. So I get some crackers every year because, as I say, we have like a nice little meal together, and it's just nice to get crackers. And I did see, it seems that the vintage stuff has very much come back in fashion this year. So I got these. These are the vintage Halloween crackers. These are a set of 12. However, when we have our dinner, it's just us family of 6 when we have that. Obviously, when we have the Halloween little party come back, that'll be all like party food, but themed in like Halloween sort of stuff, like hot dogs, like as if they're like fingers. And you know, go on Pinterest and have a look to make spooky food, put little eyes and little legs on Oreos to make them look like spiders, etc. We don't have crackers then, so these will actually do us this year and next year, so I'll put them away. So I've got these, and you've got the little jack-o'-lantern patterns on there. You've also got the trick-or-treat ones that are the, if you can see, you see pattern, and what comes in these, so you get pencil dices. One of them's even got like little sweets, candy corn sweets, I think. So yeah, I've got these. I don't actually know how much these were. I ordered, oh, big sign on the back, $9.99, which I actually thought was quite expensive considering. But when I thought, do you know what, all of the other ones I saw I didn't like as much, and these are going to do 2 years, so fiver. Fiver for half. That's how my girl maths is working in my brain. Someone told me off for saying girl maths. They was like, you shouldn't say that because it's like a bit disrespectful to women. And I just think boys have boy maths too, and it's like, I think it's more orientated around what you like. Like Gary is guy maths, so he gets guy maths in a sense of like, you know, if he goes to football, he's like, oh, it's just like a really lovely physical activity that's free for the kids. We pay for Archie's football every month, you know? And like, if we sit there and watch football, like, I just mean it in that sense. It's just sort of like, he forgets about it because he enjoys it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like with me, girl maths, if I take something back to a shop and it costs me £20, when I then get that money back, I won't feel bad about spending that money because it feels like free money because I've already spent it. It's already gone. So it just feels like extra. Technically it's not. But yeah, I did offend, and I hope when I do say that I don't offend people, but I do generally feel, we'll just call it Rosie maths. It's Rosie maths. That's what I do, it's Rosie maths. So Rosie maths is saying this is £5 this year, £5 next year. I'm not using half of them, but they are £9.99, so I got those. I also got, I did get, they haven't got my favourite candle, and I've had this candle now for I think 6 years in a row, and they've not got them. I think I hyped them up a bit too much because loads of you tagged me in them on my Instagram. You're like, oh Rosie, look what I managed to get, and I'm like, I haven't managed to get none. I've told you all about it, and it's just too nice. Now I can't get none. Why is he barking at someone at the door? Bertie, who is it? No one's in it. I can't get hold of it now. So I've managed to get this one. So I like the vanilla pumpkin candle. It's the best smelling one. It's so nice. It's just got the most lovely aroma, and I'm not really into, I've said this before, I don't really like the smell of like pumpkin spice. I feel like it's a bit too spicy. It's not my thing. Like I don't mind Christmas. I like the winter scents that you get, like all that kind of like mulled wine and them kind of like spicy, a little bit of cinnamon, but I feel like the pumpkin is just a bit sickly with the musk. I'm not keen on the smell of it, to be honest with you. So I like to have like something sweet with it instead, like rather than it being more musky. So couldn't get my vanilla pumpkin. However, I managed to get honey pumpkin, and this was $14.99. This shocked me, like I almost didn't buy it. I was like, $14.99, are you having a laugh? Then I thought about it, and I thought the white company sell little candles like this are really expensive. Yankee candles are about 20 quid for the larges. So realistically, and even B&M now, they do like scented candles, they're like 6 quid and they're like this size. So I do need to get with the times. However, because I've been buying these for years, I am seeing each year the price increase, and it's just like, I don't remember a time when the candles were more than 12 quid, even like these sort of large ones. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed to say the least. But this is a 774 grams. It's quite a lot, and it is a 2-wick. These burn beautifully. I've always said this, the DW candles, I think they're an American range. They are beautiful. They burn really lovely. They burn quite evenly as well. You do get a little bit of the black smoke around the back sometimes, you do, and that's normally when they get a little bit lower. You do get that, that's sometimes not avoided. However, they're just really nice. They don't have this sort of like, I don't like candles a lot in my house either, really, because I know they're not very good for you. So I tend to just like these on the odd occasion, and usually only autumn and Christmas time I like the candles, but these are just so nice, and I feel like they set the mood, and these will literally fill up your whole house with scent. Like I'll light this, pop this in the kitchen, you'll be able to smell this out the front door when people come in. It's just beautiful. Really love these, and these are all soy wax as well. These are hand poured, and this is a burn time of 90 hours approximately. It's going to last me a good time over autumn. I do have a tiny little bit of my vanilla pumpkin, because as I said, I don't like them a lot, from last year in one of my candles. So what I might do is when we have a really nice dinner, I might pop that out. Just have it really like bask in the fact that I really loved it, and I couldn't get it this year. And what else did I get from TKmaxx? I've scattered everything everywhere, so I can't remember. Oh, I've also got other stuff from the range, something really special from the range that I've not even shared with you. Guys, I bought this literally as the lady was stocking the shelves. And when I come home with it, honestly, I think your phone just links up to your thoughts. It must do. Or it must know you're in the range. It must pick up the signal and be like, oh, let's share stuff. Because then all I was seeing was people doing these. And now I've got so many cool ideas. I quite like it white as well. Got the most gorgeous little Halloween house, and it's ceramic. I'm going to try and get you close about the lighting. Look at the little pumpkins on the doorstep with a little wreath on the door. It's like a little mock Tudor house. And the little windows at the side, the little roof tiles, it's so beautiful. This would actually be really cute. So I normally do a craft for my friends. Last year we done the doormats where we painted those, Halloween ones, like autumn. And then the year before that we was like decoupaging pumpkins. It's a different theme every year for autumn. I actually think it'd be nice if we done a little day where we just all painted these. Put loads of paints on the table, do a little bit of lunch, maybe a little bit of afternoon tea, pots of tea, and we can just all sit there, listen to a little bit of you know, a little bit of music and play in the background, maybe a little bit of Smokey Robinson, and then paint these up. Why not? I think these are really nice. I think these are, yeah, £4.99. £4.99. But you'll glaze these with a little bit of like the glossy Mod Podge, and honestly, this would just sit out and be a part of your decor forever. I think it'd be so therapeutic. You can obviously change it every year if you want to paint it every year. So I did get that as well from the range, and I did just see something else that I thought I got from the range as well. What did I lose? My mind. Did I not get something else? No, I didn't. Right, if I go back to that, you can be like, no, you're not even showing it now because it's ridiculous. Back to TKmaxx. So I got the candle. I also got the frame. I got the pumpkin, and I got a little set of bingos. So I got this exact design. It must be the same brand. I got in the puzzle, and it's like it's called Halloween Dogs. I get it out every year. I do a little basket of all like sort of Halloween like books and stories, like the spooky ones. I put it in a basket, and I put in the puzzles and stuff like that as well. And now I've got bingo as well, so we can play Halloween bingo. This was £4.99. It's really cute. It's got like the little spooky Halloween bits on the back. TKmaxx, it comes in a little box that can be added to our little box game collection. Kids can play this whenever they want to, of course, but it's just nice when you add your collection. All of this, obviously, you don't have to buy everything all in one go. It's quite nice to just sort of collect over the years. And I just thought this was really nice. Obviously, I've been collecting over this year, which is ridiculous now when I look at it. But you know what? While you're just picking up one or two things, you don't even notice. But yeah, Halloween bingo, and I just thought that was really nice. I've got two things that technically are autumn, but I will be using all year round. They're homeware pieces. So they have the most gorgeous aprons in TKmaxx. And I love an apron. I kind of collect aprons, and I've never sort of like told people that. I've got like 2 drawers full of aprons. I've got my old Calf Kitson ones, I've got Emma Bridgewater ones, and these ones, like these Rain and Humble ones, are really nice. They're about £6 in there. How much was this one? This was £6.99, and I just think it's really nice. It's like a linen look, and it's got this sort of like burnt orange colour to it. But it's nice when you're cooking or you're doing gardening or baking, and I just thought this is a really nice apron. It's also got a pocket on the front as well. And I actually thought, as a little autumn craft, while I've got telly going on in the background and having a nice cup of tea, I thought what would be quite nice, I might even like stitch on some little pumpkins onto this, you know, just as a little craft. They have so many different patterns, but this will be out all year round anyway, this will be. So Bertie's just barking it, obviously it's the school holidays, Bertie's just barking anything and everything that goes past the house. So I got that, and I did get myself a new notebook, so I said to Gary I needed a new notebook. And I thought, you know what, why not get a new notebook? It's this time of year, why not get one of the autumn ones? This will stay out as well, it just looks really beautiful. When I pop it out, it won't annoy me if it's on the side when I'm doing my list, because it goes in my kitchen. It's all like this rusty but red colour notes. It's got this little fabric binder bit here, but this bit's actually card. And we've got some bits that have got like the plain, and then we've got also the lined paper here. I love writing a list of things I've got to do. I love doodling as well, write my own name. But I like to have lists and things that I'm planning out, especially my DIYs, etc. Any projects that I'm going to be doing. Just lists for food shopping, etc. And this was £5.99. So I got this as well, and this was really nice. So this is my new notebook, guys. So a new notebook for a new year. I wonder all the amazing things I'm going to be making in here that I don't know yet in the future. Does anyone else do that? When I get a calendar, I put my hand over it. You're going to think I'm a nutcase now. I put my hand over it and I think, I wonder how many lovely memories there will be throughout this year. Because I remember when I had one of them on my fridge, the year I fell pregnant with Albert, and I'd got it obviously in the January, and by the end of January I'd fallen pregnant with Albert, and I didn't know that, you know, 9 months down the line there was going to be a little bit of like due date and stuff written in there, and it was such a magical year. So I just always think, like, what calendar? What's the new calendar going to bring you? Hopefully all good things on the positive thinking part. So I got that, and then I also got this as well. So if you know the brand Mary Mary, it's a really expensive sort of like party wear brand. TKmaxx has it a lot. However, I would never ever in a million years spend what they charge on the website. It's just extortionate. However, I got this, I'm sure this was £3, but normally the RRP for these sort of things is about 15 quid, which is a lot of money. But it's like this little set up Halloween sticker playset. So these are reusable stickers, and it's like a little card, like it folds out, like concertina fold, and it's like a little series of scenes, like so it's got a little Halloween house, little cat there, little ghost, little pumpkin, and it's got like the little pumpkin faces that you can change on it to change the character of the face, like pumpkin. Also as well, you've got like the little people that live inside the house that you can stick on there. That's really cute, and I thought this would be really cute for Albert, so I'm going to pop that in his little Halloween hamper, because I just thought that's something nice for him. And I'm going to pop that in there because, as I say, we've already got our Halloween books and stuff, and I just thought that'd be quite nice to pop in there because I'd like to get him an activity book that he loves, the sticker, a little orb. Yeah. Always get orbs in this kitchen. People, it's probably dust. It isn't. There is no dust. I can't see it. It's just like a little light orb. But yeah, got this for Albert. And then on TKmaxx. Right, that's TKmaxx. I'm going to show you though. This brand is so lovely, like so lovely. So I was having a little flick through on Instagram, and I was having a little scroll, and all of a sudden this come up. And I genuinely thought, and I'm an Emma Bridgewater fan, when the picture come up, it looked like an Emma Bridgewater. I thought, oh, I love that new pattern they've done. However, it's from a brand called Paint and Glaze. It was rather late at night, and I messaged on there, I commented saying, this is so beautiful. I think these are going to be my new obsession. I'm obsessed with Emma Bridgewater, but wow, these are really beautiful, like well done. I was just being really nice and just being, you know, a little bit supportive. However, they have sent me some bits out, which is really cute. I will just say this though, they have gifted these bits. I'm gonna put in an order myself now. These are really beautiful. However, I never got expected to share these, so this isn't like an ad. They say, you know, there was no expectation of sharing these, and I did share them when they got delivered on my Instagram, but I thought, how can I do an autumn video and not share these? Because I know you guys are absolutely gonna love this brand. So even if you're not gonna go on and purchase, go on there and give them a little follow. It's a really nice brand. It's called Paint and Glaze. I'll leave the information in the description box below. But just look at these, they're all hand painted. So we've got this gorgeous little one with a ghost and a pumpkin on it, and all the little stars, but all of the cups are like speckled as well. They're really lovely, like these lovely tankard mugs. They just remind me of Emma Bridgewater so much. My favourite one, the one with the little ghosts and the pumpkins on, because it's like the perfect blend of spooky but autumn as well. And they've also got some like little flowers as well, if you can see, got some little flowers on here as well, which I think is just really nice. They also sent out the bowls, so they're very much Emma Bridgewater style. These are beautiful. What are you doing? What? See, my kids are idiots.
We unlocked the gate.
They've climbed over the fence. It's a 7-foot fence.
Yeah.
He broke the trellis on the top.
Oh, she was on my shoulders and we got it from you.
I wondered why Bertie was barking. He's barking at you. Love you too. So it is very much like Emma Bridgewater. They've got these like pasta dish ones. These are just beautiful. So they've got like the pumpkins on them and the little like boo written on them, little witch hats. They're just beautiful. I can imagine having like a little soup and some crusty bread in this would be really nice, and then a little cup of tea to taste afterwards. And then they also sent some plates. Now these plates are beautiful, and actually I'm thinking of maybe putting these on, you know, they're little sticky hooks you can get, and then putting these up on the wall somewhere while it's Halloween, and then when it's not Halloween, change it up for Christmas ones, you know, because it's straight away after. And then just like regular plates, you know, like with a pattern and something on them throughout the year. But how gorgeous are these? So I've got this one, has the little ghost and the pumpkin on it. They actually do Christmas ones. The Christmas ones are beautiful. I've just seen them launching ones. It's got little trees on it and little bows, really beautiful. So I've got this one with the little ghost and pumpkin and the stripe bit around here. And then I've also got the little scalloped one. It's got like the little moon and stars and the little pumpkin. They're just really beautiful. They'll be really lovely to have like your breakfast and stuff on as well over Halloween. And I thought that was really kind of them, like really appreciate that. And I'm definitely gonna put in a nice big order at Christmas because they're just gorgeous. It's actually really nice as well because it's finding another brand that you really love. And obviously I love Emma Bridgewater because it draws me. The style and the design really is just something that I love. The shape of like the pasta bowls, etc. They're just really nice. So that I found a brand now that will also have, it will go with all my other stuff and they're all the same shapes, but they've got some really different designs. So it just like mixes it up a little bit. I thought they were really nice. And it's nice, it's a little brand as well. So just support small. So I got those, they're really lovely. And then lastly, I went to B&M. So I went into B&M, they had some really lovely bits. I wanted to let you know you may have already seen that these are in there. So a few years back, I managed to get the big Martha Stewart candle from TKmaxx, and it was like a spiced pumpkin scented one. No, it was vanilla. It was that was vanilla pumpkin as well, and it was really lovely. And it was in basically the exact same jar as this. They've now got these in B&M. They've actually got them in a lot of places now, and these are £12. The one I got was 25 from TKmaxx years ago, and it's a 5-wick one. No, 4-wick, can't count. That's a 4-wick one. However, yet again, it is not just a pumpkin spice scent. So this is a spiced vanilla scent. So it does have that bit of spice in it. I know what I'm talking about. It's some pumpkin spices are all right, but some of them have just got so much of a musky smell, it's too strong for my nose. So this one, where it's got the vanilla, it softens it, and it's just really nice. And what I love about these is you use them as a candle, and then once the candle's gone, these are perfect for trinkets or biscuits or just little bits and bobs that you want to put in there. Really nice, just little treats on your table, little snacks, like your little packets of Biscoffee or something you can put in there on the table if you've got friends over having a coffee, etc. So I got that, and I also got as well this little Harvest Home little pumpkin hand soap. Now this was £3.50. But what I'm going to use this for is for my syrup. So rather than having like a glass one, I'm going to wash this out thoroughly, and then I'm going to pour inside my little pumpkin spice syrup to go inside like the hot chocolates. Obviously, I'm going to have the sugar-free ones. You do get the ones that are sugar-free, and I'm going to pop that in there because then it will just look nice. I pop it in the cupboard. It's got like the little brass top as well, and then just put my syrups in my coffee or my hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee, but you know, pop it in there. And then I also got these. So I get a pack of these every single year. These are the 8-pack of the coffee cups with they're like on the go recyclable ones, like the ones with the lids. And they say, hello autumn. They have a few patterns. These have got like little pumpkins on them and little mushrooms. So what I like to do is we go pumpkin picking. When we go pumpkin picking though, I will get the hot chocolate at the stand there because it's literally so yummy. So yummy, and there's no way I'm missing out on the hot chocolate at pumpkin picking because it is really lovely. However, we do have a really nice autumn day out. So we tend to go out with the kids, take a little basket or a bag, go for a bike ride, etc. What we'll do is we'll start off though by taking some hot chocolates out, picnic blanket, fill the basket up with like pine cones and leaves that they can craft with when they come home. Just cool stuff like that, and it's just nice to take these. Sometimes I'll even take a flask and pop these as well. So it's just really nice just to have like a nice hot drink on the go. They stack up and then they're recyclable after. But they're £2, so they're really good. And actually they save money rather than buying a coffee at the shops all the time, because Gary is obsessed with coffee. So it's quite nice if I could do one in a thing, and then he can have it, and then he feels like he's having a little coffee Costa, because he's absolutely addicted to Costa coffee. It's about 3 on a work day. I'm like, honestly, really? Was there any point you go to work today? You might as well have shares with Costa. And yeah, I just thought they were really nice. Got them for £2. I got those, and then what am I on to now? Next, so the last things I got is from Next. So I got these last year. Obviously they lost their scent, so I've kept them, and I will keep them as decor. They'll be out styled as decor. But I did get another one of these because these are pumpkin ginger chai. They actually smell really nice. So it's got top notes of caramelized ginger and cinnamon. Then the heart of it is maple and nutmeg, and then the base is precious woods and molten sugar. So yeah, very nice. These are £12. These smell incredible. I just put these in little bowls, or I just stack them out in little areas around the house, and they make the house smell delicious. It smells really lovely. You haven't got to pop them all out in one year either if you don't want to, but £12, thought really nice. The old ones, what I'm going to do is I'll probably spray them with some like room spray, because I do lots of room sprays and lots of shop in the winter, like, you know, the winter smells or the autumn smells. But I did pop these through my hops last year with a few other pumpkins, and they not only look beautiful, but they also smell delicious. So I got those as well from Next. And then from Amazon, lastly, I got some more ribbons. So I just thought these were really nice. These were $7.99, and you get 4 packs of them. And they'd be really good to make your own wreaths as well. And these would be good as well to tie up hampers at autumn, etc. If Millie is going to be making some Dubai chocolate for her friends, wrap it up in some cellophane and then put a little bit of ribbon on it. So I've got this really nice ribbon here. They're all the wide edge ones, and I think you get 4 meters. That's not 4, that of each. And then I've got this little houndstooth one in the black and orange. I will link these below. But I've got this one as well, the plain orange, which is really nice. I'll use these for autumn. However, even though this is autumn, I'm going to save this one for Christmas time. and just pop that in when we do wreath making with my friends. So I've got lastly, even though I did say lastly, I did get some pumpkin marshmallows, but the kids started eating them, so I've shoved them up in the cupboard so they can't have them. Honestly, the little sods. Like, what is that? I know one of them's been in there to eat them because they've opened them. But the little pumpkin marshmallows. I get these every single year, and I really want to eat one, but I'm not allowed. They're pumpkin marshmallows. They're really, really nice. And they are really nice to pop in a jar. So what I do is I pop them in a jar, like a tall jar that looks a bit like this, and I pop them in, and I pop them in my, I pop them in my kettle. And then when we make them like little hot chocolates, etc., they'll have like a little pumpkin marshmallow on top with whipped cream. But they've had, I can't even get my words out today. They've had half a bag. Half a bag. Honestly, it's ridiculous. These, so I'm gonna make these last. What I done was, is when they come, Albert saw them and he went, oh, can I have one? And I thought, oh, I'll let him have one, and I'll pop them in like an airtight jar, I'll let him have one. Then when the kids come home, because I got these before they broke up from school, and then when he cut the kid, he went, oh, a pumpkin marshmallow. And they was like, oh, you got the pumpkin marshmallows, can I have one? I said, yeah, of course you can. So I had a pumpkin marshmallow. Then actually it was Albert after that. So then Albert was helping himself in the cupboard to the odd pumpkin marshmallow. And then the kids were seeing the pumpkin marshmallow, assumed that Mum, obviously I'm always round him, just assumed that I'd give him the go-ahead that they could have one too. Before you know it, the basket's gone. And the little master plan of it was Albert. And actually, I said to him, I didn't say you could have them marshmallows. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? And he was like, you were going to let me have the marshmallows, Mum. You love me. And I was just like, I thought, how can I even be mad at that? So now I've put them up high. This has been my autumn video. I hope you've enjoyed. Honestly, it has been so lovely getting all this out. It just feels like special little gifts. I'm just really excited to start using all this stuff, and the smell of this as well. I'm probably going to decorate next week. I think once the kids go back, that's when I'll have decorate. I'll do a decorate with me video, but that's when it will really start to become really autumnal in the house. I can't wait. And obviously when they go back to school, they tend to do their like harvest festival as well, so they have to like, for like the elderly in the area, they do little hampers of like food and tins, etc., and then they go and deliver them to the elderly, which is really nice. So that'd be nice as well. This ribbon will come in handy when we do their baskets up. But this has been my autumn haul. It's actually a lot larger than I thought it would be, especially after last year. I was like, there's no way, but they'll all get used. I'm really pleased with it. So let me know what your favourite item is. I'm going to link it all in the description box below if I can, if that can be on there. Obviously some bits might not be available anymore because they ordered them quite a while ago. I've got hiccups now, so let's have a little So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, guys. Let me know what your favourite item is. I'm going to say my favourite is the candle because I love having these out. It just doesn't feel like autumn without it. Like honestly, the smell of these, roasting some vegetables, have like a little soup, little homemade soup, make some bread, crusty bread, rip it apart, lovely salted butter, or with hot bread, dipping it in your soup, this candle on the background, hearing the rain on the lantern in the background as well, telly on, maybe a film, maybe Hocus Pocus, maybe Gilmore Girls, who knows? And then literally it just feels nice, us all home, snuggled up, fluffy socks. Yeah, it just lovely. It can't get me words out. I'm just so excited. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, guys. Let me know what your favourite item is, and I'm gonna go. I've been Rosie Henshaw. See you later. Take care. Bye.